It's your boy, D Bennett's Real the People's Champ. Got a little bonus session for y'all because we got to talk about some stuff. We got to talk about some stuff tonight. Um, no intro, no intro music. I ain't got time for it. It's like 1 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm not even prepared right now, but we're going to get this going. Give me 1 second. We're going to get this going. I got to get this pineapple burning real quick. That's the least I can do. Shout out to Third Phase Body Oil, Charlotte, North Carolina. Holla at them. It's some fresh pineapple. No mix, just straight raw pineapple. Sure. Alright. I need that incense burning. I'm gonna try to stay calm tonight. I'm a little upset. I'm a little disgusted about what just has transpired. And we got to talk about this, y'all. Um, I'm not even doing a damn disclaimer. I don't even feel like wasting my time right now. Y'all don't want to be here, don't be here. That's it. That's all y'all get. I ain't got time to play with you tonight. So, we're talking about the Oscars. Will Smith, well, Chris Rock cracks a joke about Jada Smith is going to do G.I. Jane 2. Will Smith goes up on stage and proceeds to slap Chris Rock, walked off stage, went back to his seat. Chris Rock appeared to be trying to save face, said, hey, this is the greatest moment on TV or something. He's a comedian, trying to make a joke out of it. And Will Smith said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Shouted it several times. This is the Oscars. This ain't the Source Awards. This ain't no basketball game. This is the Oscars, people. This is sad. I'm really sad and angry at the same time. And we're going to talk about why it is. And I watched some other people talk about this for a little bit as I was getting myself ready to talk about it. And, some people think it's fake. It was staged. They staged this to get some publicity because the ratings at the Oscars have been sinking. So they did this to gin up some attention to the Oscars. Some people think it's not fake. I've slowed the video down. It looked like Chris Rock. He saw the punch coming and it looked fake, like wrestling. Everybody, the conspiracy theories are going. I don't care whether it was real or fake. It doesn't matter because the real assault here that's taking place is not. It's two assaults. There's three assaults actually. Three assaults have happened tonight, last night, whenever the hell this thing was filmed. The first, the real staged assault on Chris Rock. That's one assault. The second might be four assaults. The second assault is on Chris Rock's reputation as a man. I'm going to talk about all three of these, or four of them, because I'm thinking of another one now. The third assault, which is the one I'm just now thinking of, because I'm gonna save the other one for last, is the assault on New York City. The fourth assault is the assault, and this is probably the biggest one, of the black male image. That's the biggest assault. So let's back it up. Let's back it up a little bit. As a man, as a man, you should never, never, never allow another man to put his hands on you in that way. And you don't defend yourself, because you're allowed to defend yourself at all costs. You should be able to protect yourself. That's number one. I don't care where we at. We could be in church. We could be in Bible study. We could be on the floor of the Senate. Okay? I don't care where we are. There is no man who's going to slap me in my face. I don't care what I say. We just going to be fighting. Security going to get called. Now, that being said, Chris Tucker and I'm excuse me, Chris Rock, I'm a little tired, y'all, may have been overthinking this. And he may have, and I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Maybe he was just so startled this happened. He's a comedian. This is what he does. It's not the first time he's cracked a joke about Jada at the Oscars. This ain't even new. Um, I'm trying to gather my thoughts, everybody. He It's not new, it's not unexpected. Um, this is what he does. Comedians do this. And for this to generate this much real or staged anger from Will, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I really don't have another word, a better word to use besides unbelievable, horrific, sad, disgusting. They all go into that unbelievable category. This is phenomenal. What was two? Let's explore one some more. From Will Smith's side, we're supposed to believe that Will Smith is so offended. The friggin' Fresh Prince, he's not a tough guy. He's not known to be a tough guy. And we're supposed to have all of this embarrassment that Jada has done to him the last few years. Is this is the thing that pushes him over the edge to make him become physically violent? Are you serious? This is it? That we're supposed to believe that? So even if they're staging it, it's like, really, get real. This is what made you mad, bruh? So the guy can put his dick in your wife's mouth. That's okay. I don't remember him saying nothing. Keep your dick out my wife's fucking mouth. He ain't never do that, right? But he gonna tell at the Oscars he gonna show his ass. I remember when she dragged him on the red carpet and the look on his face, and after all of that embarrassment that she did to him and emasculation that she did to him, I'm still gonna get it back and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get it back. That guy is a tough guy now because somebody said she's doing a movie for G.I. Jane 2 because she got her hair low, and everybody's talking about, well, she has some kind of hair disease in it. That may be true and maybe not. Who gives a shit? Who cares? The only reason she's at the Oscars is because Will is there. If she wasn't married to Will, would she be there? No. Let's stop, okay? And she just happened to cut her hair right before this, right? I remember Jada's always had a short haircut going all the way back to a different world. Did she have that hair disease then? Does a mother have the same hair disease? Is that what we're saying? That's neither here nor there. She wasn't embarrassed about embarrassing her husband the way she's been continuously doing. But he's offended because he's protecting her honor. Her honor is trash. She has no honor. Nobody believes it. We don't believe it. You can't sell us on this. Just a month ago, I did a video like last month, right, on the foolishness that he did with the I've never had infidelity in my marriage. Remember that video I did? No, you don't get to reinvent words. Just because you consented or you were aware of something doesn't change the fact that it was infidelity, bruh. It was infidelity. Intent and consent don't change the definitions of words. But he looked like a simp that time. That's the second time. Nationally, internationally, he's looked like a damn simp, an emasculated mess. That's what he looked like. You're not representing black men very well. Self is first, bruh. Self is first. You're out of order, Will Smith. You're out of order as a man. You're an emasculated man right now. I mean, I just don't know what to say about this. I mean, I'm not even gonna bring up the Bible on this because the Bible was way against this emasculation, both physically and spiritually. We with the Bible in Deuteronomy talk about stones. You ain't got no stones. You ain't getting into heaven, right? The scripture escapes me right now. Deuteronomy 4:24, somewhere in there. I don't know about men who don't have stones. They've been crushed. Well, she crushed your stones, dude, long time ago. You ain't took them back. You ain't repented. You're in sin, brother. This is ridiculous. And men look up to you. I'm sad because just today, actually, because I was going to bring someone on. Let me let me send that link out so I can be joined. Okay? Let's do that first. And I hope I can see it because y'all know I'm blind. I've never done this before, but I was having an interesting conversation, and I just stopped that conversation. Like we can continue this live because um, it was getting interesting. So let me give her a few minutes and see if we can see what happens. See what happens. In the meantime, wait a minute. In the meantime, Let me pull this up over here and see if I can enter the studio from this phone. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm doing it from the phones. Let me mute this one, and let me enter there. I hope it doesn't pull up. Yeah, see, that's what I didn't want to happen. Now, let's, I want to remove that one. Yeah, wait a minute. Let's see. Y'all know I can't see. Here we go. Wait a minute. Okay, remove from stream. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I never noticed I could see the comments there too. Oh, on StreamYard. That's cool. Now let's see. All right. All right. All right. What's this? Oh, okay. I like that. I need to do that more often. I'm saying if she. All right. What's that? Yes. Okay. Let me go there. Who I got? Let's see if I can bring her on. Hold on. Add to screen. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm looking at one phone. I didn't even pay attention and you already jumped on. Okay. So let me get out of this. Hold on. Let me get out of this. So
Oh Lord.
what I was about to say is I was going to tell the story of what I told you about me and Sundiata was
Mm-hmm.
watching King Richard today,
Okay.
and phenomenal movie. I had made a comment to him about the Andrew A. Ellis comment about about with the letter she wrote to him and made
Mm-hmm.
him and got him to pay the cast more money. So that's what led me and Sundiata to watching the movie because he
Mm-hmm.
had never seen it. So he was like, "Dad,
When
I
the
had never
movie
seen it."
was it Thanksgiving or Christmas when it came out?
Mm, Christmas, I think.
Hold on, let
It
me
wasn't
look.
Thanksgiving. It was more recent than Thanksgiving, so I think it was Christmas.
She should have done that a long
So
time
anyway,
ago.
he had never seen it. I mean, he's 13 years old, but he was interested in the movie. We watched the movie. Great movie.
No,
It
it
was
was
a
right
great
before
story.
Thanksgiving, November 19th.
Huh?
It's November 19th. So it's right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, it was. Oh shit. Okay. So I'm wrong. So yeah. So we watched the movie. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another tear jerker because when the girl put her on ice at the end of the movie, she lost the match. But when she walked out of the arena, everybody was cheering her, and that was like finally all of this work and everything they had been through had paid off. Great movie. I just finished watching that, and I'm explaining to him how great an actor Will Smith is.
Mm-hmm.
And and just like I told you, I think he's the best we have. I think him and Denzel was ahead of him for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were kind of neck and neck. I would say right around The Pursuit of Happiness was like, okay, like you really started taking Will Smith as a real serious actor. It was like, whoa. when he did The Pursuit of Happiness. And then he just started just transforming himself into characters after that. He did Ali. I think I Am Legend came out shortly after that. I mean, even Focus was very good. When he did Focus with the girl from Suit that he did with Suicide Squad, he did a movie called Focus with that same girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Will Smith has just been phenomenal. I think Denzel, what has he done lately, to keep pace? I mean, I love Denzel, but he's still Denzel when he doesn't really completely transform him. He looks like people. Like when Denzel did Malcolm X, it wasn't so much his acting that made that movie so great. It was that Denzel looked like Malcolm X. He looked just like him. But he still had that Denzel swag, that we all know and love. Training Day.
That was not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was really.
Not. I mean, he was a complete. He was an ass. But I mean, that as far as me and Denzel, that was not one of my.
I hate that he got an award for that.
Well, I mean, at the time,
because it's okay. He got to play a bad. He got to play a bad guy to get the award.
Well, I mean, look at the Oscars now. We really haven't gotten too far from that, especially with what happened tonight. So Will Smith.
Well, tonight is a debacle.
Is he the third black man to win for Best Actor? Or is he the second?
I mean, it's not just him winning. I want them to win.
We're not gonna remember that he won. We're gonna remember this mess with Chris Rock.
Well, like you pointed out to me with Booker Eli, if he was going to win anything, that was the movie he should have won an award for.
I think Malcolm X should have been the one because he got nominated for Malcolm X. I think he should have been Malcolm X.
Yeah, but he should have won. Who beat him out that year?
Huh?
Who beat Denzel that year?
Let me pull that up. Hold on.
Yeah, pull that up. I'm curious.
Who won? Hold on.
Because what was that? 08, 09?
Sorry. Hold on.
Alexa, when did Book of Eli come out?
The film The Book of Eli was released on January 15th, 2010.
2010.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember going to the movies that night. I went to North Lake Mall.
Okay, so I didn't pull up because I feel like he should have won for Malcolm X. Al Pacino won that year for Scent of a Woman, and that was not one of his best movies.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Scent of a Woman was very good.
Scent of a Woman 2010.
Yeah, I thought Scent of a Woman was older than that.
Hold on.
Wow, I didn't realize Scent of a Woman was that new of a movie. Pacino was phenomenal in Scent of a Woman. You saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he was the blind ex-army guy or whatever.
Yeah, hold on.
And he was defending the working class boy, because they were trying to railroad him with the Ivy League school he was going to or whatever.
Okay, so Denzel did not get nominated for Book of Eli.
He ain't get nominated.
Mm-mm.
Well, see, that's a problem.
Nope.
Now, I thought you were saying he got nominated and he got beat.
2010, we had George Clooney, Morgan Freeman, Jeff Bridges, Colin
George
Firth.
Clooney and what?
Up in the Air. The animated movie
that
with
cartoon movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he was nominated. Morgan Freeman for Invictus. I mean, that wasn't bad. Jeff Bridges.
What was Morgan Freeman nominated for?
Invictus.
I don't even remember that one.
That was the one where it was something about gambling, stacking the deck. It was like a virtual reality type of deal. It was him and a
I
whole
don't
bunch of
remember.
guys. I think Jeremy
It'll come to
Renner
me.
for
hmm.
I think he won for the Hurt Locker, but hold on. Let me make sure. Nope, Jeff
I don't
Bridges won
remember.
for Crazy Heart.
But moving on though.
Yeah. So
I mean, Will Smith even did 7 Pounds with Rosario Dawson,
yeah.
where he gave his eyes away and all his body parts away because he had the cancer. Will has done some phenomenal movies.
He definitely has range. Hold on.
But just like I said in the last video I did about Will Smith with that infidelity comment he made,
That was trash.
nobody's
Go ahead.
nobody's taking away his acting. The problem is in his personal life, and it's like he's having a crisis, and he's too old to have a midlife crisis.
So he's the third.
You have a midlife crisis between 35 and 40. Will Smith in his 50s.
Yeah.
Will Smith is like 53. Jada is like 50. They too old to be having midlife crises now.
Well, first, I mean, but that's what happens. Will Smith has created his own reality. This, all of what he going through, and all this was his breaking point, and all that nonsense. Cool, but hold on.
I was watching the OG Tommy, and somebody said on his show,
Tommy just
Will
went
Smith
off.
should have left. He should leave Jada.
He should have
Because
been left.
Jada's pulling him down, and I agree with that.
He should have been left her.
But he's in love, and he's whipped, and just like I did on that video about he. And it's kind of funny. I'm thinking about another scriptures, Galatians 5:12 kind of talks about emasculation a little bit. And it refers to a unapproved marriage. And that makes me think him and Jada should have never got married.
Nope.
Will was just her rebound, or just she was trying to really, it wasn't even a rebound. She was trying to get Pac's attention
Pac was
at that time, and he just happened to die. But I think if Pac had lived, they would have been divorced. Is what I think, because she keeps trying to reinvent history with her relationship with Pac, and we was just friends and this and that. But I've seen the pictures that she herself has released.
Yeah.
And that wasn't no friends.
No.
I ain't got no pictures of you, we hugging, and I'm kissing you on your neck.
Not
and
at
then
all.
I go tell people we friends. What?
Yeah, not at all.
People gonna be like, who the fuck is that? That ain't your friend.
But again, if she, was into Will and had, respect for her husband, why are you releasing all of this? Because all of this was released post-marriage.
She don't. Well, that picture I'm talking about, she just released that in 2015, 2017, somewhere in there.
All of them pictures after she got married.
Why she still right? And she posted it from her phone.
Mm-hmm. So that means
at some point she had to download that picture to her phone.
So you
and then upload it to her Instagram.
Okay, but again, I still have to go back. Will, this is what you got going on in your house?
Well, the problem a lot of times with these celebrity marriages is like with athletes, they ain't home. So she got a lot of idle time because she ain't acting.
You can have all the idle time you want if your husband has a presence and some respect in the house. You're not gonna be doing.
Well, she don't. She always wanted to compete with Will, and this was going on like for the entirety of their relationship. She used to think she can go head to head with Will, and Will always beat her with ticket sales every year. I remember they was talking about this. It's kind of like a little.
Think he wouldn't? I mean, Jada.
That's
she
how
was never,
highly she thought of herself.
but answer this for me. What movie do you remember? Because I'm trying to think where she was the star. It was her movie.
No, the closest she came to being a star was at the second half of Set It Off.
No, I'm talking about the whole movie from the jump. It was
But
her
nobody
movie.
went to see Set It
Everybody,
Off because of her. They went to see Set It Off because of Queen Latifah.
exactly, because that's why I was up in there.
And that's why everybody was like, oh, snap.
I was like, let me
Tifa
see how this
act.
gonna work out.
Tifa got a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, Queen Latifah and Vivica Fox. That's why I was there.
Queen Latifah carried that movie.
She did.
Because everybody, the commercial that came out for Set It Off was Queen Latifah driving that Suburban through the wall.
Right.
To
And that's what we
rescue
were
everybody.
like, oh, right.
Oh, right. Everybody was like, oh.
Yeah,
so everybody ran out to go see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh, yeah. Plus Jada's in it. Plus Elise Ross. What's her name? Elise Ross?
Kimberly Ellis.
Kimberly Ellis. Or Kimberly Elise.
Yeah, you're right. Kimberly Elise. Yeah.
And then Jada is in it, but we going to see Queen Latifah because she's setting it off.
Right.
And then what was my man name? Blair Underwood was in it.
Was in there. Dre was in there. Remember he
Dr. Dre was in it. Right. So everybody was like, yo, we got to go see this because Queen Latifah is carrying this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true.
Every other movie she's ever did, she was just kind of like a there girl. You kind of could have swapped anybody into her role.
Yeah,
even in Low Down Dirty Shame.
That's what I was going to say. Low Down Dirty Shame. I'm trying to think who else would have been ratchet like that. And she was Peaches was ratchet. Peaches was ratchet as hell. Let me think.
I'm trying to think what else she's really done that was. Even when she did the voiceover for Madagascar, I mean, it wasn't her by herself. She's never carried anything.
Yeah. So yeah, so to think that you could go, because I mean, Will has, and I think for me, if I were to give him that bump over Denzel, it would be because of his range. He's done comedy. He's he's gone deep. He's gone sci-fi. Like his range is
it's incredible, and he becomes the characters.
Yeah, Denzel just kind of be like Denzel in it. You already know you're gonna be feeling some type of way. Like Denzel, this about you gonna learn something, or you gonna be feeling some type of way, and that's what it's gonna be, and you're gonna be like, oh, but like Will, you can see anything.
When he did Muhammad Ali, I mean, he just became Muhammad Ali.
I ain't never been able to make it through. I'd be asleep.
Jada was in that movie.
I don't make it to her. I
forgot. I had to really think about it. She was one of the wives.
I have not made it through that yet. I don't know why.
But I mean, he even looked like Ali. He put on some weight.
Yeah,
he was about the same height.
Because I mean, I was excited to see it, but once it started, I was just like, "Oh Lord!" And then when I came to myself, they was like, "Can you wake up? It's time to go." Okay.
I'm at the point right now, like, I think Will, and we see this with the Jewish community, always demands a public apology. And this is where the black.
You see how they been operating the last couple of days. Old boy was on Friday, and they was talking about him, and he was gone Saturday morning. How they get it?
The black manosphere should be demanding an apology from Will Smith.
Okay, well, first of all, the manosphere.
Because again,
that's a whole nother conversation. Because
it ain't just what he did to Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. We got little boys out here that don't have no guidance, and for one of our biggest celebrities to do this on TV, to say, "Oh, I got angry and emotional and I assaulted another man," is unacceptable.
Okay, which I completely understand. I agree. For me,
it's unacceptable.
If I had a son, I would have been steered them away from Will with all this Jada. Now, this is not how men conduct themselves.
Right, that's not how we're supposed to conduct ourselves.
So I would have had them listening to Will for nothing. From that point, when he got up on that red table talk,
but I told you, I remember I told you
That did it for me. I was like, why
I
are you
told you
always
when after that red table talk, I had
y'all would
paused
never
the
be the same.
TV and I saw his face. And
Mm,
I told you that. I remember that same day I told you the boy needs help.
yeah, he definitely needs
He
some help.
needs help.
Absolutely.
And because I told you,
Absolutely.
I said, I know that look on his face because I had that same look. I had that same look myself. You telling yourself it's your fault, your fault. You're going to do. What more can Will Smith do for Jada? What more can he do?
When y'all find out, let me know.
What more? I'd like to know. And all it is with Jada, and they always try to make it a false equivalency where, oh, uh, Will was doing it too. I don't
No,
remember Will publicly embarrassing Jada,
no, not at all.
but I know she's been publicly embarrassing him
For
before they got
years.
married.
Mhm.
Since before they got married.
Mhm.
They got married in 96, 97, somewhere in there. They started dating in 95, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
She's been embarrassing them ever since because she just constantly can't stop talking about Tupac, her friend.
Right. Because if that was your friend, why is your friend requiring all this conversation?
Every time it's some kind of anniversary for Tupac or something happens and they bring Pac back up, they always run to Jada and she's always got something to say. What we need to learn how to do as black people
Just
is to
shut up.
say no comment.
But again,
That's what we need to learn how to do.
which makes sense. But again, if you're looking at, I think she's starved for attention. So she's at a point where any kind of attention, good attention, bad attention, like
She wants
shame.
to just get her name out there. She just wants to have
Right. But my
something
thing
to
is, if
say.
you wanted to honor your friend Tupac and all of that, you had every opportunity to be involved in All Eyes on Me. Every opportunity.
But why
Don't
she
come
got to
back
do it
after the
publicly?
fact talking about, oh, I don't like, and that's not what happened, and I don't appreciate them putting me in that light and the woo. He ran up on you. You
Why
was
did
in
she have to
love.
do it publicly? If something happens to you or I, you ain't got to
Mhm.
get on TV every day tell people how much you miss me. Do it privately. Don't nobody know our relationship.
This is true. This is
You know what
so
I'm
true.
saying?
This
You
is
got
a
enough
lot of
people
people
in your
don't.
private life who you could talk to. Amberly, your granddaddy, this person,
Mhm.
that person. You know what I mean?
True.
Hey, you know
This is
what? I
true.
really miss Van. We gonna get together, have a private dinner, and remember this dude.
Yeah, like damn, we're gonna swap stories. You know what I'm saying? What old boy said, trade
Yeah.
more
Why do we
stories
have to do it publicly?
because she be wanting attention.
Exactly. Exactly. She wants. It's not. It's about her because she wants. She's never hit that the amount of celebrity she wants to get because again, as we just pointed out, she never did anything on her own.
This is true.
Not one movie that I could remember that she carried when she
Mm-mm.
was the star. I said the same thing about Monique, but this is Monique on steroids right now.
But now
At
I
least
have to
Monique.
say, I have to say, Monique was never, but in the way I interpret it, she was always the comedian who was in the movie. I wasn't expecting her to be carrying movies. Come in, do your little piece, make sure it's funny. I'm here to laugh, and we can keep on moving.
Well,
Jada, you want
and
to get
that's
up
how
on
what
there
I
and about
expected of
this?
Monique too. But the problem I have with Monique is she herself came out and made it seem like I'm the most decorated black woman actress and all of it. Whoa, wait a minute now. Them little parts where you played somebody's sister or auntie at the cookout wasn't
Okay,
that deep.
true. But now at the time, she was only when she was only the third black woman to win an Oscar. So at the time, she could say all
And
that.
look what she did it as by playing a horrible crackheadish
They
type mother.
always give it to us for trash ass roles.
And
The
that's why I was,
only
and to me,
always
when are we gonna say no, thank you? If this is
that's
the role
that's
you,
that's the part I wanted to get to. We was about to get to that on the phone earlier. We even if this whole situation, and that was my thing when I was trying to get in with Tommy, even if this is not real, this whole situation, Why, as black men, why in the hell would you let them use you in that manner? I'd have been like, no, we can't call Matthew McConaughey. Get Kevin Costner. He out here in the audience. Get Woody Harrelson. You know he like to show out. But we're not going to get up on here and act a fool. But what y'all do? Yeah, all right, we here. No. Yeah, we too starved for attention and approval that we never gonna get. Like, come on.
Sometimes we gotta learn how to say no comment and no thank you.
Exactly.
Because other groups of people, other groups of men, I ain't gonna say people, specifically men, what comes to mind is when that Korean doctor got drugged off of Delta Airlines and they embarrassed all of them Korean people.
For real.
Yeah, they drug his ass off the airline falsely, and we ain't heard no more about that shit.
He got broke off.
Well, I'm pretty sure, and then quickly.
He got broke all the way off.
Very quickly. You ain't heard no more about it, but I just can't see why they would do this. Somebody came out with a theory on Tommy, on the OG Tommy show, talking, saying, oh, well, that the Oscars staged this because their ratings were dropping.
Yeah.
But why did we participate?
That's the question. Because
why they couldn't get two white boys to do this?
Exactly. Because it was plenty of them there. It was plenty of them there.
Let the two white boys fight. Why we got to fight?
Right.
Now, what I also brought out in my opening, here's the backlash Chris Rock is going to get. Because as I was telling you, New York and Philly always got that rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
It's been going on all my life. The Knicks versus the 76ers, the Giants versus the Eagles.
The Mets and the Phillies. Like, yeah, it's real.
Right. New York, Philly. It's always that rivalry with the tri-state. And then, Philly's not included in the tri-state. The tri-state is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Mm-hmm. So Philly is always kind of treated like the stepbrother, and they always have that chip on the shoulder, even with the rappers, the battle rappers, Arsenal versus Cassidy, and Arsenal, Cassidy versus whoever, or Meek Mill versus whoever. It's always them Philly rappers, even with Jay-Z and Freeway, or Jay-Z and Benny Siegel. It's always that tension between New York and Philly dudes. Yeah. So for New York,
how's he gonna go home after this?
That's my question. How the hell is he gonna show his face in New York City? They're gonna be like, bruh, you let the Fresh Prince smack the shit out of you
in front of the world? Because
and all you did was tell a joke, and then he cussing you out from the audience, and you ain't say nothing back.
Now, again, keep in mind,
maybe Chris Rock was like, I'm not going to further embarrass black people. Maybe I'm trying to give him some grace here. Maybe he thought
that, I would have taken it better if that had been his
and that's what I said to you. He should have took his time to release a statement. Mm-hmm. He should have said nothing right away. It's too soon. You just got shit slapped out of you. Just chill for a minute. Come out sometime tomorrow afternoon. It's Monday. Make a statement tomorrow. Talk to your people. Get some input. There was no need for. We always run straight to the TV camera to say something. Mm-hmm. Black people do this all. Even the politicians do it. Mm-hmm. Why are we talking to Cory Booker right now? Who gives a shit about Cory Booker?
Muzzle on him, but I tell you, I'm tired of him and his contrived crybaby bullshit. Like, he ain't said nothing of substance since hell. I don't even know when
he never does. Cory Booker is very.
When your woman leave you and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna whoever stimulate my mind, that's who I'm gonna rock with. You was
Cory Booker is very articulate. He's very well spoken. He's got the baby face and the bald head, you know, so white people love that image.
You can be articulate and still say nothing.
No, he's not. It's all articulation. There's no substance.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just gonna use a lot of words, big words. Gonna sound very nice. He has a nice tenor of his voice, and he ain't gonna say no fucked up shit. So they let him talk.
He be trying.
And then after the interview is over, you be like, what the hell was that nigga talking about?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You always got that kind of like, okay, get to it.
Right.
And then you go off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You always feel wanting more. At least I know I do when I hear Cory Booker speak.
Yeah, it's like read the book and then the last 2 chapters missing.
All the pages is blank. Like you get to the last chapter and they just blank pages.
Like that.
And they go the end. Like, wait a minute, what happened?
What happened? We was getting ready to get off.
Is there gonna be a part 2? Is he coming back? Like,
yeah. For real.
Why is he speaking? I just don't. We always got to. He's like trying to become the official spokesperson for Black people.
Yeah, he like a bad.
So anytime there's a Black issue, they go dig Cory Booker.
Well, what? He ain't Black. I mean, well, wait. He is not well versed in the Black experience. Let me say that.
Well, that's why he tried to buy.
And I say that as somebody who is not. I am not versed in hood life. So
he
that's
tried
like coming to me and asking me about what's going on over in South Side over in the gutter. I don't know. He
tried to buy his hood credit by living in the projects in Newark.
You mean
well, here's the reality. Ain't no more projects in Newark.
What's up, Duracell? You talking about the projects that don't exist no more?
Right.
Them projects? Oh, okay.
So whatever little public housing he was living in, so you're taking public housing away from somebody probably who really needs it.
Yeah, that don't look good. That's not a good look.
And then when he first came out, he was running around putting out fires, and he done ran into 3 burning buildings, I think. He need to be Batman. Fuck a politician. He needs to be Batman. The nigga is on the scene when there's a car crash at 3 a.m.
Now he's doing everything what he's supposed to be doing.
He was doing all kind of crazy. I'm like, does this dude sleep? How is he always? What is he just sitting by a police scanner, riding around? Like, what is he doing?
He got scanners going on. Alexa be like, look, take.
He'd be beating the police to the damn scene of the crime. He done ripped the door off the car and pulled the person out the car. I mean, the nigga is Superman. He need to be a superhero.
Let's get him a cape. He need to handle some of that on the judicial front.
Then everybody thought that his relationship with Rosario Dawson was staged.
Well, you know, she what is it? Not trisexual, pansexual.
Metrosexual?
Nah, she said she pansexual. So she went from you to a free fall with anybody.
And people probably wondering what's the relevance. Why are we talking about Rosario Dawson? Well, there's method to my madness.
I like her. She make a lot.
I like her too.
A lot of sense, but on that I can't rock with her.
The method to my madness is she did a movie with Chris Rock called Top 5.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't see that movie. That movie was actually funny as hell. Mm-hmm. It was one of Chris Rock's better movies to me. But in that movie, she has a boyfriend who is really in the closet. Was that prophetic? We don't know yet.
So.
Even though her boyfriend was a white guy in the movie,
crying and all that kind of nonsense, and behind with the girl Katanji. Did you watch that clip I sent you about with Joe Brown? Because I had to do some research on that. I'm not, I wasn't up for this before. I really ain't feeling that heifer now.
Wow.
You get a chance, watch that, because I had to pull it up, that Lockheed Martin. Yeah.
But I just don't understand. Some people said Will Smith did this to show that he was protecting his wife's honor. Why
Her
now?
Anna trash. It's been
That's
trash.
what I said. She's garbage.
Anna,
She's garbage.
we gonna
She
try
needs to be hanging on to Will with everything she got. Because if
She should have
Will
jumped
leaves
up. If
her,
she should have jumped up and slapped Chris, not him. Like you see, I'm over
if
here trying to keep my marriage together.
no,
Why is
no, no. See, no. If
I'm just
she
saying.
had
I'm
jumped
being
up and
funny.
smacked
I ain't mean
Chris,
that.
it would have made Will look weaker.
I mean, I was being funny, but
If she had jumped up and tried to go smack Chris, it would have made Will look weaker.
But this the thing though. So did you see? I was being honest. She wasn't really gonna get. She ain't never gonna get up and fight her own battles. That's what she got sent for. She got Simp Smith for that. But did you see the sequence where Tommy showed it? Where you'll say he makes the joke and people laughing, and then the camera goes over the wheel. He laughing. Then it keeps going over because whoever the black woman was who was behind him, she was laughing too. And then you kind of see her cut over and look at Jada, and then that's when she gets swole. And then the camera cuts back to, you know what I'm saying, the folks laughing, and then that's when you see Will walking up. He was over there laughing. He like,
I
oh,
was paying attention to the girl that was sitting directly to Will's left.
We had the gold on.
The dark skinned chick.
That's who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't look like she was laughing to me. She looked like she was like, whoa.
So I'm saying the I sent it to you, but the sequence, somebody who called in the time, he emailed it to him and he played it. So it literally starts from before Chris, when he first gets on the stage, everything he says. And then it starts, you know what I'm saying, kind of panning the audience. Will was laughing, she was snickering, and then, you know what I'm saying, she kind of like cut and saw Jada wasn't laughing, and that's when she was like, oh, hell, wait a minute. And then next thing you know, that's when he get up. But everybody was laughing.
See, this is how we don't have any leaders.
This was the Oscars. If you were a movie buff or somebody who watched movies, as soon as he said, because that's the first thing that came to me, I said, damn, she on her G.I. Jane. Like, I saw that. She should have been, because Demi played her ass off in that movie. That heifer was real. So you should have taken that as a compliment and been like, I'm here for you. I hope I can do it justice, but you swole? Girl, sit down. Bye. No, because that was real. G.I. Jane, that was real. So anybody who watching this who ain't seen it, go ahead, watch that and let us know what you think. But
yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, didn't Demi Moore win an award for that?
That heifer was serious. Like, no.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
You should hope you get them kind of reviews.
Because she was still married to Bruce Willis at that time, right?
Yes. Yeah, she better quit playing because I know this ain't nobody calling Jada to be in no movie.
I'm just saying. What I think needs to happen now is I think some apologies need to come out. Mm-hmm. I think Will Smith definitely needs to apologize to not only Chris Rock, but actually he don't even have to apologize to Chris Rock. He needs to apologize to black men.
Absolutely.
To the black quote unquote community, but specifically black men.
Absolutely.
I think the Oscars need to make an unofficial apology because they dropped the ball too. Where was their security?
That's what I was going to say. Where was security?
How does that happen? How does that happen?
Walking around free? Oh, okay.
And I mean, again, this wasn't two comedians going back and forth. Will wasn't cracking no jokes. He was very keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, and he said it. But he was very clear and articulate in how he said it. He
didn't start screaming that until after. He didn't say anything before he hit him. Nothing. He did all that screaming after the fact, which to me is a bitch move. Why is you screaming now?
I'm just the
whole thing.
It's not a good look.
Not at all.
For these black boys. Because again, we already got a problem with these boys being so emotional. And to have, how old is that Chris Rock? Alexa, how old is Chris Rock?
Chris Rock is 57 years old.
So you beating up your elder. Will Smith is 53. Chris Rock is 57. We got two latter year black men fighting. I mean, one is assaulting the other
yeah,
on national, international television. And this is representative of the black community. All because Jada put a battery in his back.
Yeah, because literally the United States was the only country to edit that out. Every other country saw it straight up.
Right, because the United States is all about propaganda. Everybody doesn't realize that happens. That's why they got them delays. Live ain't always live at the minute.
It's not.
It's usually a little, sometimes it's about a 5-minute delay.
Well, they said that one, I think they said was 30 seconds.
Okay.
But because the Oscars are always pre-recorded, they had time to cut it up.
Okay.
The rest of the countries, you know what I'm saying, they get it, and it's supposed to be on them to cut it up, but they rarely do. But I'm like, if I'm supposed to be watching it, then let me see what's going on. But again,
when were the Oscars?
It was yesterday afternoon, Sunday afternoon.
Oh, well, it was Sunday afternoon. That's how little I pay attention to that stuff.
Right, because I went to go check on Mama. She was talking about watching it. I was like, "You gonna watch that?" And then as we were scrolling, Bad Boys 2 was on. So she was like, "I'd rather watch this." So we watching Will Smith. I know Will Smith just showed out.
I'm gonna read the New York papers tomorrow, and I really want to see what New York's reaction is gonna be. I'm gonna watch Joe Budden's podcast for the first full time because I know he's gonna have something to say. I never watched Joe Budden
for some commentary. You know who
I'm sure the Breakfast Club is gonna have something to say. Charlamagne the Guy is gonna have something to say.
I can't do him. I can't even listen to that.
I typically don't watch them either, but I'm very curious to see what the reaction coming out of New York is gonna be this week. But I want somebody to stand up and like, okay, what about the boys? What about our boys?
Well, you know the only person who's gonna touch on that. So you're gonna have to wait till about 10:30 tomorrow evening to get your dose.
Well, I mean, OG Tommy has kind of been saying it. He's kind of been like, this is disgusting. Is what he said.
The Godfather gonna give it to him. But he threw them 2 clips on tonight. I knew this.
Yeah, I saw one of them.
It's gonna be all the way live. He gonna talk about it. He gonna talk about it.
Yeah, because I mean, he's all about black male image too. So yeah, he's definitely.
This is not.
I'm curious what Obsidian is gonna say because Obsidian is from Philly.
But just to kick it off, I'm so with him right now. He probably will side with Will and be on some simp shit. Like Obsidian is, I don't know, somebody sucked his brains out or what. He just ain't been hitting it. He been real
simpish.
Yeah. Real.
I've been seeing that too.
I'm like, so you know, he used to be on what's the dude, Bernard Riley. Now you ain't on there no more. Like it's just too. What did he call himself? So now he done dubbed himself the dating coach for the non-select. What is that?
The OG Tommy said that why, if he was so stirred up, why didn't he just wait till after and confront him backstage or outside? Why? I mean, I just don't understand the optics, you know.
Right, and then Tommy also.
And Will Smith is too good of an actor not to be concerned.
You beat him down. You knew they was gonna cut it out.
He's too good of an actor not to be concerned about his own optics, especially with all of the negative. Is he not aware of his own negative publicity? What about his own kids? What are your kids gonna think of you?
Them kids don't think much of him anyway. You can't tell. You can't tell them kids. The oldest son probably gonna be like, "Daddy, that wasn't even a good look." Them other two, child, they probably ain't even gonna register on their radar. Like, damn, his mama strikes again. They know she ain't shit. That's why they messed up.
Damn.
They know. I bet what's that? Trey? He probably somewhere. He probably
But see,
called his.
this is the problem
He
that we
probably
don't
called his
have.
own mama on the phone, like, "Mom, you see this? Like, Daddy done. He for real. It's Daddy done gone around the bend. It's over.
I'm pretty sure Bishop Nathaniel is going to say something about it, or one of the deacons. One of them is going to speak on this. So I'm gonna be watching Shout Out Tuesdays when next time Bishop goes live. I know he's gonna have something to say.
Well, let's send it to me. Let me know, because I'm waiting on Joe. Joe gonna give it to me. He gonna give it to me.
But we need somebody. We need not black male leadership. I'm not talking about that. We need black male defenders. I'm pretty sure Crimson is gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
Her being from Chicago, she's neutral.
Yeah. So yeah, if anything, it'll probably be on her cookout show, because I think she's probably already recorded her one for tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll probably be her which is cool with me, because that's the long one. So if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday. Because I mean, this right here is just it's so many levels to this. Like,
I might send Kendra a message.
Because I mean, like this he is damaged from his mental health is not good.
Yeah, something is wrong, and I think he's implosive. I think he's implosive, and I think this is just a spark. I don't think this is him blowing up. I think this is a spark, and I think the worst is yet to come. And it would be sad for him to do something that really just destroys his career altogether, because he's had such a strong run.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. And the reason I say that is because the person he really wants to inflict all of his rage and anger on ain't here. Pac dead. So unless you plan on dying, crossing over to the other side, setting it off, and coming back.
I think it could happen because Jada is not gonna stop.
No.
She's not gonna go, whoa, wait a minute, I need to chill. She's gonna do something else, because right now he's getting attention and she don't like that.
Right, but somewhere in that's what I'm saying. That's why his mental health is off. Somewhere in his mind, he doesn't feel like this is her fault.
Of course, that's the need to be right. Of course, it's never her fault.
That's the problem. I'm talking about.
Remember what I said. The need to be right and or a victim.
Well, yeah, on her side, I understand that, but I'm talking about for him. Somewhere in him, he felt like none of this is her fault.
Of course, because that's the simp in him. That's the simp in him.
She has convinced him that she can't help herself, and all of this is beyond her control.
Well, because he's like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Your wife is the reason her name is out there.
For real, she put her name in
everybody's mouth. If Jada just shut up, when nobody talk about it.
Well, my thing is this right here. Hell, she told me she's trying to get back on to get relevant. She need me because I'll be like, because I work here every year. When is the last time Chris Rock ain't been on the Oscars? Let's be real. If we pulling up video from 2016, when he was on talking about her, ain't this 2022?
I mean, the last real movie she did with any kind of success again was another Queen Latifah starring movie with Tiffany Haddish and Girls Trip.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, so Chris...
Again, nobody watched that movie for Jada.
No.
Watched that movie for Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish stole it. And Queen Latifah was The Rock.
Yep.
And then Regina Hall was in it too, right? Regina Hall was in it?
Regina Hall was in it,
Yeah. Well, Regina Hall was always solid, you know.
Yeah, she'd be straight.
She's just solid. Every time she acts, she's solid. She's getting old too. I didn't know how she looks great though.
She does. They had a couple of her movies on earlier on Lifetime, because she was one of the hosts. It was her, Wanda Sykes, and Amy Schumer. They were like the three.
Regina Hall kind of just stays in her lane. You never hear no controversy with her.
Right, she ain't doing too much.
She gets on the roll. She gets on the movie, does smash the movie, and kind of just chills. Then she'll get on another movie because everything she does, she's been good at.
Yeah.
She was good at the Think Like a Man. She was
Mm-hmm.
good at the scary movie joint she did.
Mm-hmm.
She's been good at everything. Wasn't she in The Best Man? Was Regina Hall in
Yeah,
The Best
she
Man?
was. She was a stripper, Candy. That was on the other night.
Yeah,
Yeah, Candy. Show
you're
was.
right. You're right. Yeah, she's just always solid.
Mm-hmm.
She knows her role and she does it. She does
Yep.
it well.
And keep on trucking.
But
Other
I
folk,
don't know, man. This
it's
is
too much.
I'm just disgusted, like I said,
Yeah, you would have never.
because I'm thinking about the boys, and this is, if Will Smith can smack somebody for talking
And
shit,
I
I can
know
do
I
it
can.
too.
Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me.
Right.
Then you slap somebody get shot,
And like
and
you said, we're gonna have the other side of it where that's right, that's what he was supposed to do, and all of that.
they already screaming that online. Protect me like Will Smith protects Jada. No, thank you. That's toxic. I don't want that.
How was he protecting her? Will he wasn't hurt. It
We
didn't
already
unring the
know
bell.
she a predator.
It didn't unring the bell. It wasn't like Chris Rock took back his words.
No,
It,
and
it
it's my
was
thing
a
right here. We
it
would have
was
never
a
known any of that if she kept him out.
like
Like,
I said, Chris Rock could have really got raw after that, and but
like
like
I would have.
again, well,
Bring me the
well,
microphone.
especially when Will said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." Well,
That's
tell
what I
August
really
keep
would have
his
went
dick
on.
out her mouth.
For real. And I'd have named some other folk too. Oh,
Mm,
did you tell Pac that?
right.
Yeah. But
Pac wasn't
again,
even chasing her. She was chasing. Well, like
he
I said,
wasn't.
that
He wasn't.
I ain't gonna get. I ain't
But
gonna
see,
make it
I
about
don't
Pac.
think you could at this point. We know that. Jada know that. But you can't convince Will of that. She done spent too much time
And
drilling
he's
that
too
into
old for
him.
this. He's about to be 60 years old.
But he's damaged.
Oh, he's being damaged as we speak. It ain't over.
Yeah.
He's
No,
going
not at
through
all.
the damage.
Yeah,
We
not at all.
watching it. We're watching the damage in slow motion.
Right. But when he did that Barbara Walters interview, them years back, when he was talking about he ain't want to be a two-time, you know what I'm saying, a two-time divorcee, she knew she had him then. She been completely out of control ever since then.
I think she been out of control since that red table. She ain't stopped.
No, she was up before that.
I mean, really, but I mean, to me, that was she took it to another level.
She did. She did. And again, we would have never known any of that. She did something to antagonize August to make him tell
And
that.
she always puts the reason we know all of this stuff is because of her.
Right.
She makes sure this information gets out.
Right. Absolutely.
And then everybody kind of reacts to it. Will reacted, August reacted, but nobody's embarrassing her proactively if she's responding. She's the antagonist every single time.
Right. But am I the only, I'm not even amazed, but nobody wants to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the situation happened and the real victim is the only one that they had nothing to say. He told it. And did he really say anything else after that?
Talk about August.
Yeah.
He did that rap or whatever, but
That's what I'm
other
saying.
than
Like,
that,
and he the
but
real
again, that
victim.
was him reacting to her.
That's what I'm saying. She set him off so that he could tell it.
Again, if she just learned how to keep her business
But see, the
to
problem,
private
quit talking
and
to her
stop trying to
mama.
create scandal,
Quit
like
listening to her mama. That's what she need to do. Quit listening to her. She ain't got no man. But you listening,
I was
taking
about to say
relationship
that.
cues from her. Yeah,
I was
okay.
about to say that.
My grandmama
About
done
to
told
say
me
that.
the best way to lose your
I
man
guess
is
we
to
think too
listen
much
to your
alike. Cause I swear I was about to say that shit.
Woo! My grandmama used to say that all the time. The best way to get rid of your man is to listen to a bitch who ain't got one.
I'm glad you said it, because if I
And that
said it,
is
oh, there he go,
words
picking
to
on women again.
live
Well, my sister
by.
said it, so shit. Nah, I ain't say
Hey, no,
it.
it is. She tell you that quick. That's the best way.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what's gonna come of this later, like this week. I'm
No,
very.
for me, it's gonna be the fake outrage on like Good Morning America and CBS, all them kind of shows. Oh, I just can't believe it. All that fake. Let's get to the
I
media.
mean, it seems
It's gonna
like
be about everything except black men being disrespected.
and it seems like we didn't have no black male scandals for a while either. What was the last black male scandal? The Kwame Brown's Steven Jackson thing.
That wasn't even a real scandal. That was on like a real small compared to this.
And that was more like athletes. It wasn't like
Right. Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying. But that's the only. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of lately. Um, Other than that, what was the scandal? Hell, we'd have to go back. Hell, the rappers ain't even beefing like they was.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think.
Hell, they was beefing every time you turn around. It was two rappers beefing, but you ain't seen none of that lately. Hell, they been getting along.
Mm-hmm. So then he
So it's
comes
like
with,
we was beginning to repair or make some advances with the black manosphere and the black male image, and here we go.
Here come this
Now they
happen
done set us
with no
back.
coochie control, done blew the whole thing up. Because this all goes back to her making bad choices with the coochie.
Yeah, like why do we have to know about them? Like, live your life. If that's what you want to do, just go do it and be quiet.
But she want attention, so she can't do that. She want attention. So whatever they had going on, she was doing her thing, praying on little cheering. And Will was somewhere doing whatever he was doing. He didn't give a damn. But that you had the freedom to do what you wanted to do. That wasn't enough for you. So you decided, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, I got to. Well, I mean, here, then you got up on the TV. Well, I can't even call that TV. On the internet, somebody wasn't hitting it right. So if he wasn't hitting it right, you wasn't getting nothing. If August was giving you what you needed, what the hell we need to know about that for? That's just like if I go to
These
Food
are
Line, that's just like if I
50-year-olds.
go salmon and I go to
Who
Food
cares
Line
who?
and they don't have no salmon steak, and I go to Harris Teeter and they got the salmon steak. I don't need to come up on here and be like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I wanted the salmon and I was gonna put some dill on it and some lemon. Food Line ain't do me right, so I had to go over here to Harris Teeter. Y'all need to know all of that. All y'all need to know is I wanted some salmon. I got it. It was good, and we keep the party moving. You probably don't even need to know that.
I'm just.
She wanted attention. And see, that's the problem. Attention. I think attention is worse than drugs. Attention is worse than opiates because at least people who be strung out of opiates, you'll say they got a preference. Like folks who be on oxy be like, I want some oxy. They be like, nah, I got some cocaine. I ain't got no oxy, but I got some cocaine. No, I need some oxy. Folks who want attention be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get some adoration and some praise. And then they be like, the pusher be like, well, no, I don't have none of that right now. I just got, you know what I'm saying, scandal and defamation. And they be like, you know what? I can make that work and take that and run with it. This is a problem. Why do we need this much?
I don't think there's no help for Jada.
No, she done. She fried.
I just don't think there's no help for her. She's gonna be who she's shown us this person over a 30+ year period.
Yeah.
But Will, the brother needs some therapy. Maybe we need to bring Farrakhan in, or somebody got to talk to this man.
He got to cut her loose.
Somebody got to talk to him because this is he's like on a
it's really
he's
sad.
walking a tightrope with no safety net.
Right. Like I could really feel bad for him if, let's say, you know what I'm saying, he did the same thing, but let's say he would have. What's the little Asian dude that was in The Hangover?
What's his name? Kim something.
That's Kim.
What's his name?
John Kim. What the hell is him? You know who I'm talking about.
Because he was a comedian too.
Right. Let's say the same thing had happened and Will Smith had gone up and slapped the shit out of him. Then I would have been feel like, damn, Will is hurt. Will is going through so much. We need to get him somebody to get. Like, I probably would have just sat down and cried for him because the man in pain. But you would have paid this to a black man. So for me, that washes all that away. Like, how dare you?
That's true.
Like,
and I'm at the point right now, like, if he doesn't apologize to black men, I'm not even saying he got to apologize to Chris Rock, but if he don't apologize for embarrassing black men, he needs to be canceled. We always talk about canceling somebody. He needs to be canceled. And the black manosphere needs to cancel him. We're not going to tolerate this behavior. And if you women want to put batteries in these type of men's backs, we're going to shut them down.
Off too.
We're just going to shut them down. But this is unacceptable, man. Maybe Kevin Samuels need to reach out to him. Shit, I don't know.
But Kevin Smith said the nigga was simping, so he might not even be receptive.
50 is going to clown him.
Oh, yeah, 50 finna go hard. Hard.
You know that. I'm going to watch This Is 50. I'm going to make sure I got my notifications for that.
Well, let me know when he come on.
Your boy is going to get him too. Avion is going to get him.
Child, they was already on earlier. Him and Spice. I was saying Antoine gonna come on.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what the King Antoine is gonna say. I really don't care what Donovan Sharp or O'Shea Duke Jackson has to say. They're gonna say something stupid anyway. Dave Chappelle may have something interesting to say.
You know what? He might.
Dave Chappelle has a way of he has an interest and perspective on these type of things, and I think it's relevant because he's a comedian too. So I think what he's probably gonna have an interesting take on it. And I know Dave Chappelle gonna be like, the nigga would have slapped me though. I know Dave Chappelle gonna be clear about that. You ain't gonna slap me on TV.
You know who I'm dying to talk to get their perspective on this? It's my daddy, because I already know.
I would have drugged Will Smith all over that damn stage.
For real, he be like, "Hey, we need to mount up. We got to go over there." Like,
and I hate to promote violence, but Will Smith would have got his ass.
Like, no, we got to rep Philly. What is this? No, Will, we got.
He would have been. He would have been the rotten Prince of Bel Air after that. He wouldn't have been fresh no more. He would have been rotten.
And yes,
I would have whipped all the fresh out of his ass.
Yeah. I mean, this is the way he walked off. Like he really took care of the situation. That was
like he did that. Like
Yeah.
Like nigga, did you just pop your collar?
He did though.
Like you represented?
Yeah.
Shit. I'd have been right behind him. We would have been fighting right there now. I'd be like, excuse me for a second.
Oh, you would have jumped on his back.
I'd have kicked. He would have made it to them steps. I might have dove off them steps after him. Because I'd have been like, did this nigga just smack me? Like I would have been stunned for a minute. I know this nigga didn't just smack me.
That ain't what happened. Yeah.
And then you gonna walk off? You gonna turn your back on me?
That's exactly what he did.
They had to break us up.
And then you in the seat, you back in your seat, scream, hollering.
And then you gonna talk shit from your seat.
Yeah.
And that's what would have really set me off. Like I tried to diffuse it. Like man, I tried to diffuse it. And you gonna sit there and talk shit like really, dude? We would have got real black real quick.
And they would have
the Oscars would have went off the air.
Yeah.
And it would have been a while before they let another black person be on the Oscars. Hosting. I might have ruined it for the rest of the black community. We wouldn't be no more Oscar hosts.
Blame Jada. That would have been me.
Like I said, that New York Philly thing is real, man. So I want to see what that angle is going to be. I'm very interested. I am very interested. And a lot of people don't understand that. If you're not familiar with New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, particularly Philly, Pittsburgh really don't get into that. But, Philly,
Yeah. They got
Jersey,
their own
New
problem.
York. That's tension right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been like unspoken tension.
Yeah, and I'm just
This competitive
surprised.
thing.
I'm saying, especially with Chris and him being from New York and being proud of that. Like I have to say he gave y'all a education in class this evening, cause honey, he was like,
Yeah, I mean he held it together, and the fact that
he
he never grabbed his face, so he took that, he ate that slap like it wasn't really
yeah.
much.
Right, and he was like, he slapped the shit out of me, y'all. And then that's when he
But
started
and again, one man
screaming.
slaps another man. Why you ain't just punch him?
Right. And then
Assault is assault.
right, and then that's when he started screaming, and he was like, I mean, wow, like really? Because he was like, really? He was like, I mean, I am, and he was like I was saying, cause see, that's not would have been like, you know what? I was trying to be cool. Fuck it. Here you go.
Yeah,
You doing just a
hell,
little bit.
I'm curious what Denzel got to say about it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, they said Denzel was back there shame as hell. They said Denzel
Yeah, I'm
was
sure he
so
was.
shame and stunned he couldn't even get up and say nothing. That's how Tyler Perry and Puff
And that's kind of why it
was.
took me. I mean, I watched it and I just had to process it. I'm like, did this just happen
They said
in
Denzel was back there
2022?
stunned and shame. Like, this is really what we doing? And then
But
y'all
listen,
gonna
I'm about
turn
to shut this down.
Puffy for counsel? Come on, we gonna talk after the party. Nigga, y'all can't talk before the party?
I'm about to shut this down because it's getting late.
Yeah.
I just needed to vent a little bit. I couldn't believe it.
This shit
But
is
we may have to do this again depending on what happens for the rest of the week.
I'm here.
So I'm going to watch and see what happens tomorrow. We may have to come right back on here tomorrow.
No, I'm here. This is shameful. I'm as a black person, a black woman, I'm shamed. Like,
Yeah.
I feel bad for you black men.
But
Like,
they
y'all,
love to see black men fight. They love that. That crowd,
like y'all didn't have enough to deal with.
Yeah. But listen, I'm about to get off and shut this down. So I will holler at you, manana.
All right.
All right, y'all. That's all I got. I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. I got my steps in today. It's 3 a.m. I got shit to do in a few hours. So I'm going to try to get me a little nap in. That's it, man. I'm going to call it a night, man. I'm going to call it a night. I hope y'all like that. That was the first time I brought a guest on. That was my sister Ashley. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If I should do more guests, since I figured out how to work it for the first time. And let me know what's going on, man. Like, subscribe, share, donate. It's your boy.